Alright, so now that you are enrolled in the MESTA group, you can take a look. Here's the MESTA homepage. You can see that there's a tab for discussions. I haven't set any of these up yet, but there is a tab for discussions, tab for messages. There is a list of all members and any documentation that we want to put on there. But the main thing I wanted to show you today is the curriculum. Okay, so what I've done is I've started a curriculum collection. You can see it's right here. It's titled Earth Science. So I'm going to just click that. I've already set up 4 content folders that correspond with the 4 branches of Earth Science. You can see those right there. And so what we can do is, if you want to change something, what we can do is we can use this link right here that says Build Up. If you click on Build Up, you can add something from your computer, just basically like an email attachment. You click Browse. You can play videos. You can put in links. If you want to create something new, this would be a resource you create from scratch. And you can also add folders. So if you want to make a subfolder within geology, say. So those are the 5 options that you can do to build up. Just click those and then click Next and follow the pathway. So let's just say I want to create another folder. So I'll click Next. And I can give it a title. And we will say Plate Tectonics, just for example. So I can give it a description. I'll just call it Plate Tectonics again for now. It's already listed as science. It is listed in all of these grades. This is how I set it up. You can definitely change it. You can also get more specific. So I basically took and checked all the items that were having to do with earth science. So if you feel the need to change things, you can definitely do that. Put in some keywords, and then you can change any of these components. So I figured that since it's a folder, we're going to come down to the bottom, and we could say that this would be maybe a unit. Maybe, let's see, it's sort of inside the other unit. Well, maybe we could say it's the plate tectonics unit. So we'll just set that. We're going to have it be protected. You can change it to private, only you or the MESTA group. Public is anyone can see it. Protected is anyone can see it, but only group members can edit it. Alright, so make sure you read through the rest of the information. Click Next. And it says you've successfully added plate tectonics into earth science. And so you can see here's our plate tectonics right there. Alright. So what we can do, since we want plate tectonics inside geology, we can organize. And what we can do is we can simply click and drag right up into geology. And then you can see there. Alright, we'll click Done. Okay. And so now we're back to our 4. So let's say we want to add something to plate tectonics. So I'm going to click on to the folder for plate tectonics. And now let's say we want to find something that someone else has done. So we can search for it. We can just type in plate tectonics. And this gives us a list of 489 resources, which seems like a lot. So what we will do is we can choose subject science and maybe our media type. Let's say maybe we want an interactive thing, something to do online. And let's say we want to do grades 6 through 8. So if we're going to do that, we can change those. So now we're down to 2 results. Alright, so you can click on Global Temperature Simulator, and we can kind of read about that. And maybe we don't want that one, so we can go back and we can look at force and motion. And sort of goes through. This one has music playing with it. Maybe let's not do that one. So you can always change things. What I like about this is you can definitely change things. So maybe we want a video. All right. So we'll search again. We've got continental drift. All right. So if we're going to go with continental drift, we can come up here and we can add it. And by adding it, we have to open up my collections. And actually that was mine that I had set up. So I'll just close that. So you are in a group. We're in the MESTA. We are in Earth Science. Since this is continental drift, we want to put it in geology. We want to put it into plate tectonics. So then we simply click and drag it down into plate tectonics. And it is there. You click next. And we have added it. So now that is part of our unit. You can see up here, this is the pathway, earth science, geology, plate tectonics, continental drift. So we go back to plate tectonics. You can see there it is part of that. So now it is inside of our folder. On the left side, you have a table of contents that's slowly being built, and it's just a digital table of contents. So if we have everybody do part of this, eventually we'll have an entire book, and you guys all have access to this. And so that's how you add things to your content.